Hello everyone, welcome back to Katawa Shoujo. My name is Light, this is Fluffy,
Hello.
and we shall continue our... God damn it. Our story, hold on one sec.
We shall continue our story whenever we've caught up with ourselves.
Yeah, I may have made a mistake.
Did you start over?
No, I didn't start over.
Okay.
But we did skip the line of information.
Oh, well. Not like we need it.
I guess. Oh, returning. Alright, let's just start from here. Hopefully they were able to read it and they can pause it if they need to. I'll start reading, I guess. To be honest, the two of them did most of the work. I kind of feel guilty about that. Clock tower bell rings, signaling the end of the period. Time for lunch. Without knowing what else to do, I follow Misha, who is beckoning me into the hallway and down the stairs.
Mm-hmm.
Really? We descend below the lobby where I met Mutao down to the bottom floor.
Well, this is Japanese, so it'd be Motuo. Or Motao. Screw it, it's Motao. My towel!
It's soggy on the floor. How dare you? Anyways.
Wow, there's so many voices. That is annoying.
Nothing but gibberish.
I heard something about a boner.
Do you just listen to this? Oh my god. This is so annoying. Anyways, just like everything in school, exactly. The cafeteria seems too spacious and oddly modern in contrast to the classic exterior. Its big windows open to the courtyard towards the main gate. It's the cafeteria! Says Misha. Her enthusiastic statement of the obvious makes people around us stare. But Misha doesn't seem to care, so we proceed to the line. They're still mumbling in the background, I don't like it.
It's annoying, I know. And now there's loud music, too.
Loud music helps, so let's turn the music down for ourselves. Anyways, there's a rather long list of menu items, which seemed great until I realized that many of them are to accommodate students who have special diets. How nice. It almost feels like I'm back in the hospital, eating portion measured with a scientific precision to meet the needs of the patients. I pick something at random and follow Shizune. I can't say that name right still. To the table sitting opposite of her.
You want me to just Mad Lib the names in?
No.
Okay.
I shall learn this. I shall conquer this.
Well, there you got time there.
Yeah. As I nibble indefinitely on the food that I'd rather not eat, Misha pokes me in the side to get my attention and points to Shizune. Hand signs. I don't understand signs, though the point escapes me. Maybe looking at the person who talks to you is proper and polite? Do you want to know something? What? That's good, actually.
Oh yeah, I know. Technically, almost the entire time it was supposed to be me.
About anything. We're your guides, so you should ask them if there's...
Tell you what, I'll be Hisao, and you just be that annoying voice in my head that talks whenever I'm not actually talking.
That's kind of... About anything. We're your guides. So you should ask if there's something. God.
I wonder.
What do you...
How about we ask
Okay.
about the library, because the deafness would be very rude.
Library it is, you fucking bookworm.
Hey! Oh yeah, is there a library in the school? Lately I've gotten into reading a lot, so I'd like to check it out. Misha gives the kind of frown that makes it clear she doesn't consider reading a healthy hobby, but then picks up her smile again. What, did it fall on the floor?
There is. It's on the second floor. We can show you it sometime.
Thanks. I return to my food while the girls talk between themselves. Wouldn't they be signing? Misha and Shizune sign back and forth, there we go, very animatedly, throwing sideways glances at me, but Misha refrains from translating.
Private conversation.
Maybe they are talking secret girl stuff or something. I quickly notice the conversation and sign is not enough to fill the silence. I wonder why. We arrive in the classroom early, but we're not the first. The dark-haired girl I noticed before is slumped over her desk at the last row. Jesus! Shake the entire world, why don't you? She jumps a little when Misha crashes into the room with the elegance of a rhino.
Sounds about right.
She shrinks deeper into her seat. I can feel the tension all the way from here, as if she were slowly turning into a stone just from our presence. Misha and Shizune either don't notice or don't mind it, as they walk directly past her to their seats and begin to converse. I almost pronounce that as converse. Freaking shoes. I'm left wondering about her, even when the classroom slowly fills with other students. And finally, the teacher. Yes, because I fucked it up. Getting into the rhythm of school feels strange. It's as if my brain remembers how this is done, but my body doesn't. Towards the end of the class, I start yawning and counting the minutes left. Have you ever done that? That's like counting sheep.
No, I normally just take a nap.
Yeah, like I said, it's just like counting sheep. I shouldn't be this tired on my first day of school. Bullshit. Maybe it's a long time spent in the hospital that made me like this. I'm even feeling physically weak and lifeless.
The draining power of school.
Welcome to Monday. Before long, the final bell rings. School is finally over for the day.
Thank God.
Yeah, I'm already asleep. Beside me, Misha and Shizune are having a short conversation. After a bit of deliberation, Misha turns to me. And signs.
Unfortunately, we can't stay and show you around today. Hichan.
Hichan.
Okay, Hichan.
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 Now you're drunk pronouncing my name. Hichan.
Hichan. We got to hurry already, since there's a lot of work for us to do.
And signs.
You'll find your way around, I'm sure of it.
Ah, wait! The teacher said I'd have to see the nurse. Where do I have to go?
Is that so? We can at least show you that much. Come on, the nurses have their own building, so we have to go outside.
Hello, Nurse Misha. We join the flow of students making their way down the stairwell and outside, with the girls pointing out to their senior classrooms in the same hallway as ours. When we get outside, the girls make their way to the smaller building right next to the school. It's built in the same style, so it looks like it's actually part of the main building. And signs.
This is the auxiliary building here. This is where a lot of the official and important stuff inside, like the Yamaku Foundation office and all the nurses' offices. They even have a swimming pool. I would be there every day.
Yeah, especially if I had no legs. How is that official?
That ended you.
Yes.
And
signs.
Don't be silly, Chan. It's physical therapy, of course. Anyway, all the nursing staff facilities are in there too. The head nurse's office is on the first floor. You'll be fine from here, right? We'll be going then. See you tomorrow. No time to answer. Fuck you.
Yeah, thanks. Bye. The whole building for stuff that has nothing to do with the actual education. I guess it's necessary for a place like this. I walk in, hoping that this really will be the only quick visit to the There will only be a quick visit, like the teacher said. On a white door on the left, the green is a green cross with the text "Head Nurse" and a nameplate. A voice from the inside responds to my knock almost immediately, but I can't quite make it out. It sounded a bit like an invitation to open the door, so I invite myself further in. The room is not large and smells strange. A friendly-looking man turns around in his office chair to face me as I enter.
You get to voice this man.
No, yay. His desk is neat and tidy, but the bin under the table overflowing with used medical utensils, and there are at least a dozen coffee cup rings lingering on the desk. I gotta come up with what should I use for this one? Hello there!
No! He's cheerful but serious at the same time.
I don't know how to do cheerful and serious. Wait, should I just use... Okay.
No.
Hello there! What can I do for you today? He is a young-looking man, sort of rugged, but the dimples in his cheeks wash that impression away when he smiles. Are you the nurse? He smiles like a person who has heard this very same question hundreds of times. Well, yes, I am! It says so on the door, no? You can call me by my name or just the nurse, like everyone else. Of course, I shake off my confusion, realizing that I probably should grab his extended hand. His handshake is rather firm and friendly. Right. I'm the new student, and my homeroom teacher said I should come and meet you. My name is Hisao Nakai. His eyes lit up with a revelation, and he snaps his fingers. Oh, you're that Nakai! I was just reading your file in the morning. Some kind of chronic arrhythmia related to congenital heart muscle deficiency, right? How is it that part can fly off its own, but I can't read "he is a stranger" properly. He gestures for me to sit down in the vacant armchair in front of his desk.
I don't know, maybe you're more tuned to complex words than simple statements.
Probably. I blame my mother for that. She read the dictionary to me once. Not the entire thing.
Okay, I was about to say, you had a horrible childhood.
No, that was whenever I lived with my dad. Remember that creepypasta story? You know, the world's best
Psychologist?
Yeah, the world's best psychologist? Yeah, he described my parents. Thank you for reminding me of that. Or he described my dad. Thank you for reminding me of that. Yes.
It's a lot of information to give me. I don't know why the hell you gave me that. Says the nurse in the back of his head.
Good. Well, you've probably been briefed about the school enough, so I'll just get over this quickly. We have all kinds of facilities available, mostly physical therapy and such. There's always someone from my staff around, even at night, so never hesitate to call us if there's a problem. Famous 24-hour nursing staff. Wow, this looks just like a hospital. Well, not exactly. For instance, we don't do brain surgery here. That's a good thing. His joke feels so out of place that I'm left thinking why he even said it. Yeah, just that it's really weird to have so many medical people at school. You'll get used to it. I'm not sure of that myself, but I don't let the nurse know it. Now, let me find your file again. While he searches for something from his computer and shuffles stacks of papers around, I let my gaze wander around the room. It's the epitome of generic. I'd like to stay.
Say.
Like I said, I can read epitome, but God forsaken. Beige walls and ceiling, dark gray laminate flooring, and the equipment you'd expect from a school nurse's office. Even the ridiculous educational posters are hanging on all four walls, reminding me to eat properly 3 times a day and from all the food groups. Smiling, the nurse draws a thick file from a stack of similarly thick files and opens it. So, you already have medication for the arrhythmia. Hey, I messed up on that once.
Hey.
Just remember to take your pills every morning and evening, or it won't help much. Apart from that, do you do any sports? Rash stuff like, I don't know, boxing? He grins to his own joke, but I don't. Yeah, well, I played soccer occasionally with some classmates. Alright, I'm afraid that's not... Jeez! Thanks, Doctor! Alright, well, I'm gonna have to ask you to refrain from doing that, at least for the time being. Oh. Like a reaction makes him raise an eyebrow, but really, I'm not too bothered by him forbidding me to kick a ball around. Guess I never did it out of burning passion for the sport, just to have something to do. Any kind of concussion might be very dangerous to your heart, and risking another attack is not a good idea. Was the previous one caused by a sudden concussion to the chest area? There is no mention of that cause in your papers. Not exactly. Yeah,
You could just have one hell of a fucking arrow.
no. I sidesteps the question acceptably, and he glances at me over his papers with more serious expression on his face. Holy crap, he just turned Korean.
Motherfucker. No, I'm taking this man away from you now.
Probably a good idea.
Still, you need to keep your body healthy, so some exercise would do you good. We do have physical therapy and such available, as I said, but I don't think you really need such heavy measures. Just get some light exercise regularly. Brisk walk or even a light jog, jumping rope, sort of things. Swimming, maybe. There's a pool here.
So I was told.
You were. Very good. At any rate, I'm sure that you've been told this before. You just need to take care not to overexert yourself.
He wags his finger to emphasize the point. No need, really, I've heard this 1,000 times already.
Absolutely no unnecessary risks. Take care of yourself.
Okay. He goes over my papers one more time and sets them on his desk. Obviously content.
Good. That's it then. Come meet me if you need anything. Later. Bye.
I'm ushered out before I even realized it. A quick visit indeed. I just landed that on my power strip.
Okay.
I ended up standing in front of... Hey, stop shaking around.
I'm trying to get back from last, you know.
Just so you know, fellas, he's in my bed, so this is very funny.
Ladies. We're both single males. We need help.
Obviously, we need help. We're playing a dating sim where everyone's crippled. I end up standing in front of the main building and the auxiliary building. Although my eyes, they still look like one and the same. It's the first real look I get at the other students, so I watch people coming out of the school, going towards the gate or the dorms. Everyone seems to know where they're going. And I still keep thinking that most of them don't look special for being students at a special school. Then again, neither do I. Does that make me one of them?
One of them.
One of us. One of us.
One of us.
Fuck you.
I'm tired of this one of us people. I want one of us I'd be able to play Mortal Kombat.
I should go somewhere too, to prevent me from getting lost. It's around dinner time, but I feel tired instead of hungry. The weariness in me only grows as I trudge towards the dorms, set a little way apart from the main building complex. There's a garden of sorts between the school and the dorms, shrubbery, flowers, that overbearing smell of fresh-cut grass that fills the atmosphere. It dawns on my tired mind that the smell feels novel because I hadn't been around it all for so long. The dorm building is big and made of red brick. Like the others, it feels way too pompous for what it is, so I push forward, going inside. It takes more time than necessary to fish out the key I was given from my pocket. Room 119.
Flip that around, it's 911. Got it.
Or it could be 9/11, so let's get past this.
Okay.
Despite the ornate exterior, the inside of the dorm is fairly new, functional, and boring.
So boring.
Just like the main building, the halls and doors are wide to accommodate wheelchairs. The same goes for the elevators at the ends of the hallways. I poke my head around the corner of the common room door. Inside, a few students are watching television. One nods and gives me the quick hello before turning back to the TV. Seems that only the girls around here are sociable. I suppose that's perfectly fine with me.
Any other guy?
Girls.
Why did you make it seem like they're a piece of pie or cake?
Because they're the sweetest thing in my life.
Sorry, but you had a few better ones too.
Oh yeah, that's a good thing. I like my coffee black. For all those of you that doesn't make sense to me, cake and coffee go together great, and I can drink my coffee black or grainy from the sugar. I climb the stairs to the upper floor. Here, small corridors branch off from the main hallway. Each of these minor halls seems to have a toilet and shower, as well as 4 rooms. About halfway down the hall, I spy room 119. The nameplate on the rooms adjacent to mine are blank. I guess there are just 2 of us here. Light shines from below the door of room 117, so I knock lightly. Hello? Is anyone home? From inside, I hear a few movements, then the clicking of way more locks than I thought these doors had. After a moment, the door squeaks open.
I got this one.
A bespectacled boy is standing in the doorway. He's looking at me very intently through his extremely thick eyeglasses.
Who is it?
Blind? No, at least not completely. Why would he have eyeglasses if he was? He leans closer to me until our noses are almost touching. His breath stinks of garlic. Oh, you. Hisao Nakai. I'm moving into the next room. I thought I should introduce His face suddenly brightens in realization, and he stands back upright, thrusting his hand out and smiling greeting almost straight to my diaphragm.
Oh, sup, dude? My name's Kenji.
Oh, God. Ah! Hi! I take Kenji's sweaty hand and shake it, still a little rattled by the sudden change of attitude and vehement welcome.
There were some suspicious-looking people going in and out of your room earlier.
It was probably my parents.
Your parents? You sure? Because it could have been some other people, too. You can't judge a book by its cover.
His out-of-place proverb is left hanging between us awkwardly as I try to think of some way to respond. I'd say the chances are high enough. He shudders and makes some exaggerated hand gestures.
You're a brave man, Sal. Me? I don't think I could trust the chances. The only one I trust is myself.
Does that mean I shouldn't get to know you? He thinks about this for a while.
Wise decision. Damn, you are smarter than you look. Probably. What do you look like? I hope not smart.
He squints his eyes and leans closer again, but I lean backwards to dodge it. What?
Never mind, it doesn't matter.
With that, he turns, fumbles around for a moment in search of the door handle, and shuts the door behind him. I slide the key into the lock of door marked 119. Bleak beige walls, white linen, a desk made of some type of light wood. Ugly curtains. It's no one's room, impersonal, like my hospital room was. My bags are sitting at the foot of my bed, looking a lot emptier than they did this morning. The closet is sitting open, stocked with my clothes. Oh, that's such a nice mama.
And daddy.
Yeah, whatever. I have daddy issues, you know this. Also, it seems that there are a number of school uniforms hanging there as well. Just remember, ladies, I have daddy issues, so don't try that. That's really creepy.
What's wrong with you?
I don't know. I've had sugar.
To be fair, we didn't vote.
To be fair, this motherfucker gave me chocolate donuts.
And Monster Java coffee.
You know how long it's been since I've had sugar? Except for this morning, 2 months.
My ass is hurting.
Hey! I know it is painted somewhere, so I go ahead and pick it up and read it. Hi, Hee-chan, we've unpacked your things and made your bed. They said that these don't fit, and then you should go to the office tomorrow. If you have any problems, you can call us. Love, Mom and Dad. Okay. I guess the Hee-chan thing, I was thinking that for some reason the girls were in the room already. That would have been really creepy. Well, at least I don't have to worry about unpacking. I kinda hoped I would have. Then there would have been something to do. It's still too early. I put the note down on the desktop and lie down on the bed, feeling drained.
It's never too early to sleep.
Lying there makes me want to read something, but I have nothing with me. I wonder if the hospital conditioned me for wanting to read whenever I have nothing to do. The restless urge just keeps growing until I have to stand up. Maybe it's stress or something. I was pretty nervous about it before, coming in for the entire day too. Whatever. I still think I am. Damn, I have to distract myself somehow, so I won't be this unnatural all the time. Tomorrow I'll go borrow some books from the library. Yeah, I'll do that. But for now, medicine. I'm gonna pop some tags. Only got $20 in my pocket.
You don't even have that.
You don't have to tell them about my situation, thank you.
I barely even have that shit.
The bottles of medication neatly arranged on my night table catch my eye. I probably shouldn't have revealed how I got my medication last time. I pick up one shake and it's just to hear the contents rattle inside, and then read the glued-on pharmacy label.
We'll just tell them that you jumped through like a campfire or something.
You sound Nakai. 2 tablets daily to stay alive. Wow. Wow. What an ass of a doctor. It doesn't really say that, but it could just as well. Okay, never mind. Not as dick of a doctor as I thought. It's kind of twisted.
Doctors are always dicks. You ever worked in one of their offices?
No, but then again, I haven't been to a doctor's office except for my burn since,
You jumped through the fire.
Anyway, since middle school. So that would have been 6, 7 years ago? No, 7 or 8.
About your most recent one.
No, I'm not counting whenever I went for 3rd-degree burns. From jumping into a fire.
It was really the sunburn.
Okay, I'm a pasty guy. I slept in the sunlight. We went fishing. I had some beer. I screwed up.
It has a magnificent beard, which makes up for the fact. Anyways, continuing.
It's kind of twisted having your life depend on chemicals like this. I resent it a little. But what choice do I have?
Killing over and dying? And that's a pretty good choice. Send it now.
What a sigh to begin my new daily ritual of taking the right number of pills from each bottle, being careful to check the correct dosages. Blank, blankety blank. I lie down again, feeling hollow and uncertain, and after that I keep staring at the blank, unfamiliar ceiling for a long time, trying to find little shapes of Mickey Mouse and his friends. It doesn't start looking any more familiar, not even after darkness falls, long shadows draw across my room like fingers.
You see Mickey Mouse in your ceiling?
No, not this ceiling.
Huh. I know I see demons.
However, have you noticed that if you look right at the light, it looks like the center of a vortex? Shit!
I guess. Oh shit.
Anyway, darkness spreads. It's all over the room.
If we skipped a part there, we're sorry. We got distracted by the ceiling again.
Soon the lighter shade of darkness that is the ceiling looks like very ceiling does. I am reading this so weird. I'm sorry, everybody. Soon the lighter shade of darkness that the ceiling looks like every ceiling does at the night, and it becomes the only thing I recognize anymore. The night beckons me to sleep, and I feel the coldness of unfamiliarity and fear creeping out of my spine once again. I keep drifting further away from the world I knew. Eyes shut. Darkness falls. Tooth Fairy rises.
Heart fills in. Katawa Shoujo.
Why does my heart have bandages? Because someone broke it long ago.
No, keep it fucking shut in the heart nearly killed you.
Yeah, gave me arrhythmia. Sack of crap.
Wrong arrows, jackass. Yes.
I wake up in a strange room. Oh yeah, this is my room. Solid morning light shimmers against the light gray ceiling. I had forgotten to draw the curtains closed last night. What?
Surprise.
Oh. Ah! I don't know. Fuck it. This is my room, isn't it? My room! This is the third room this year that I'm supposed to call mine. I'm sorry, I had to get dramatic there, guys.
You're always dramatic.
Various things around here remind me of that indeed. It's me who is supposed to be the one living here. At least I'm not using my deep voice this time. Kinda miss it though.
You've been using it. What are you talking about?
Am I really using it?
Yes.
But this is just my normal voice.
Bullshit.
That really is. I hide my voice around y'all a lot. I don't know why.
Dude, when you're talking in the nurse's voice, your voice was normal but louder. It's probably gonna be very annoying to some people. We're sorry. Actually, this entire series is gonna be annoying to you people. I'm sorry.
My bag's on the floor, my new school books on the desk, my numerous medications on the night table. I stare at the bottles for the mount, deliberating, only until I open a bottle, shake out a pill, and pop the tablet from a foil sheet. I down them with a chaser of water without thinking about the chemistry. My uniforms are in the closet. I slink out from under the sheets and I stretch my back before dressing up. Putting on a new school uniform feels like dressing in someone else's clothes. The artificial smell of generic detergent invades my nose, but the feeling of fresh clothes against my back is a good one, a natural one. Feels like a school uniform, as it should. Not much different from the one I used to wear before. That goes for other things too. So far this place seems more or less like a normal school. Except for the people.
They're all crippled and shit.
And you say I'm a terrible person.
I know.
I think back to my talk with Kenji yesterday. Isha's constant laughter and Shizune's sweeping sign language gestures. Well, I've only met 3 students so far. Maybe they aren't that normal, but I'm sure others are. Or perhaps people like them are what passes for normal around here. Yeah, what does pass for normal around here? What do people do? I don't see a lot of... Why are you playing with my Shizuo?
Because... you can hold his chin.
He does that a lot in the series.
Also, for some reason, it says that not for children under 15.
It's a good thing I'm over 15.
Yeah, you 20-year-old bastard.
I'd like to point out you just told them basically that I'm underage for drinking after we talk about me drinking.
They ain't gonna do shit.
Sake bomb! I didn't see a lot of kids hanging around after classes yesterday, so maybe there are clubs. If so, I wonder if I should join one. I wonder if there's one called the Wheelie Club. Because that wheelie just happened.
I want to burn you now.
Too late. Sun beat you to it. All through class, the question...
I could still come in second.
No, because there was always second degree burns. Then there was third degree.
I'll make it fourth.
Bastard. All through class, the question remains in my mind. So I decided to ask Shizune about it. Whenever we split into groups. Blup, blup, blup. After all, she did say if I had anything I wanted to know, I should ask her. Hand signs. Hand signs. She crosses her arms and shifts her gaze slowly to Misha, who looks more preoccupied with trying to grind the eraser of her pencil down so that the top is perfectly and evenly flat. I know I did that.
Everyone's done it.
Hand signs. She's kind of cute when she's mad.
I know, right? sorry, Shi-chan. Is there something you wanted from me? Oh, I see. Good question, Hig-chan.
My first thought is that it means she didn't know, which is worrying. Maybe I'm being too negative. Well, anyway, Misha, please don't prove me right. Hand signs.
Oh, that's right. Everyone is encouraged to join a club. A lot of people do so because there isn't really anything else to do. There's also school events like the festival that's coming up in a few days. Almost every student in school tends to help out with it and doing whatever. So, you actually transferred in at a busy time. Maybe you can help us out too.
And here I thought I was going to get to be lazy with the arrhythmia and everything.
Oh, hell no.
Sure. What's the festival about? Misha freezes.
Wahahaha.
Way to go, Bowser! This is Bowser's daughter, y'all. Just let you know that.
Yeah. For those of you who are into MLP, this is more like yeah, I'm gonna bring that shit in.
Why'd you bring that?
Because I'm a fucking brony, bitch.
One brony, one not brony. I'm not even nearly as much of an otaku as this guy.
Bullshit.
Okay, that's a little bit bullshit.
I don't know, P-chan. The truth is, it's a local event. I'm not even from this area, so... Yeah, sounds alright.
She starts signing desperately to Shizune, asking her to bail her out. Shizune adjusts her glasses at the end of the oddly Wow, that is a fancy-ass word to throw in there. But it's grandiose, or something like that. Grandiose flourish, and starting signing hard and heavy. I don't know if I pronounced that right, I've only ever read that word. Hand signs.
Oh. Who cares?
Misha puffs out her chest as she shouts Shizune's words at me with a disproportionate amount of pride. Too loud. I can see heads turning to look in our direction. Not so loud. Hand signs.
Human beings evolve with each new generation. The idea and beliefs behind a festival will inevitably change with time.
Hand signs.
Now, it's about delicious fried foods, amusing little games that you play to win prizes.
Well, we know where her yukata's stash.
What?
They usually go to festivals in yukatas. At least if they want to be extremely cute.
What is it?
Yukata's that robe-like thing that they use.
Like the kimono deal?
Yeah, but with the specific type that they wear to festivals, especially the females, it's called a yukata.
Oh, well, the more you know. If I had an animation for that, I would put it up right now, but I don't. So just envision the star going across the starry sky and it says, Now you know.
Yeah, that kimono y'all guys see them wear at festivals, those are yukatas. The teacher clears his throat very loudly, battling his long wooded pointer against his other palm like a baton. He shoots a pointed gaze at us. What?
The mouse doesn't like to respond sometimes.
Finally noticing where we are, Misha stifles a yelp and quickly quiets down. Shizune doesn't seem embarrassed at all, though brushing it off without a care. Never mind the fact that she's gazing at us like, I'm gonna kill you in your sleep tonight. Either that or I'm gonna make love to you in your sleep tonight. Watch socks, everybody.
Let's go with the former on that one.
Hand signs.
We're in the middle of class. We should start working. That's right, Shi-chan. What? That's right, He-chan. Are you asking because you're interested in joining the club?
It could have been my eyes playing tricks on me, but I think I saw a suspicious glance exchanged between them. Misha's tone has also changed, although it does that every other word anyway. Yeah, I was thinking about it. Misha and Shizune look at each other again. I'm about to ask what they have in mind when something dark flutters in my peripheral vision, catching my attention. Out of the corner of my eye, I see the girl with long, dark hair get up from her desk and slip silently towards the door. It doesn't seem like she was working in any group, and no one seemed to notice her but me. I glance at the teacher, who is also looking at the dark-haired girl go. Why doesn't he say anything?
He-chan, is something wrong?
Do I look as uneasy as I feel?
Always.
Or is Misha just looking at me, looking at the girl after the girl who left? No, nothing. Hand signs.
Okay, well, like we were asking, you don't have any plans for lunch today, do you?
I thought I would go to the library and pick up some books. Not really.
Do you want to have lunch together again?
Sure.
Hand signs. I'm not going to laugh all that much. Okay, He-chan. Perfect. I'm not that enthusiastic, people. I'm just really good at reading shit.
You're that enthusiastic when you're drunk. The rest of the class passes uneventfully. The girl with the long hair never came back.
Yeah, it takes about half a freaking gallon of rum, though.
I don't know. That depends on if you're mixing it again.
Oh, God, no.
Yeah, that went by very quickly.
Chocolate syrup's not good coming back up, kids. Just let you know.
I wasn't going to bring up what you drank before starting to drink.
No, I didn't drink it. I ate a chocolate brownie. It came back up as syrup. Ugh. With an apple taste, too. Ugh. God damn it, I had an Angry Orchard today, too.
I'd highly recommend muting that last 5 minutes.
And no. In seconds, by the way. Seconds. If I lose 5 minutes, it's a horrible, horrible thing.
Before I have the time to put any more thought into where she could have gone, the teacher informs us that it is time to stop working. Shizune looks more than a little annoyed that we only just barely managed to finish all our work in time. I'm just glad that we finished it at all. It's not a contest or anything. Hand signs.
Yes, it is, He-chan.
Impossible.
Really?
Really. I've noticed this before, but it's kind of funny how Misha is always moving her hands and signing not only everything she says, but what anyone else is saying at any given time. Obviously, it must be so Shizune can understand it. Her eyes dart back and forth between Misha's hands and me. I don't know who I'm supposed to be looking at. I'm talking to Misha, but that might be wrong. Maybe I should face Shizune. I'm used to looking in the direction of the person whose voice I'm hearing, but really, Shizune can't hear me, but it would be disrespectful to talk to her only through Misha. Then again, isn't that what she's doing? No, she's at least looking at me. It's all very confusing, and it'll take some time to get used to. It's not a contest, because contests are competitions over a prize. If there's no prize on the line, then it's not really a contest. Wow, I just turned into kind of a douche, didn't I?
You're gonna be a douche to a lot of this, actually.
I am the douche, so that's why you gave me the part, you ass.
You know it.
Shizune's eyes flash dangerously with a competitive glare. She stares at me as if surprised that I'm challenging her. I think maybe this is a contest to her. Why is she smiling so wide? She's so adorable. I never noticed before how dark and blue her eyes are. It's truly an alluring gaze. Hand signs.
Are you sure, He-chan?
Very sure. Hand signs.
You're wrong, He-chan, because I don't want to be the slowest one in class. Therefore, what's on the line is my confidence in my ability, and the prize is satisfaction of proving them.
Wow, now I know why you're Misha. Shizune pushes her glasses up to the bridge of her nose, and in a very matter-of-fact way. I'd argue more, but the bell rings, and she quickly gets up and picks up her bag, looking at me expectantly. I had almost forgotten that I was supposed to have lunch with them. Wow, this music literally made us pick up our pace.
Yeah, do you mind turning on the AC? It's getting warm here.
It is getting warm in here. It's because we're all hot-blooded! We're not going that way, because that song is about sex.
I wouldn't mind going that way. Sorry about the sound, guys, but honestly, it doesn't really affect much. I won't be talking most of the time anyways. Oh, it's been 46
Just
minutes.
means I gotta... Whoa. Hello. Ah! Hand signs. Speaking of not talking. Where do you want to eat? Oh, yeah.
In a weird way, Misha somehow ended up having a double tone in her voice.
I knew it. Pink hair means she's the devil.
Kind of confused you for a moment, going, what the fuck just happened? Did you channel someone else's voice there for a moment? What? Anyways.
The cafeteria?
Well, that's so plain. Okay, let's go! Ow.
Plain? Well, I guess. In my old school, I liked to eat lunch outside near the back of the building. It was a good spot, but I didn't find it until the end of my freshman year. Or if there are similar places to eat here. Misha seems to imply as much. Shizune and Misha pull me towards the cafeteria, which is surprisingly not packed. Maybe some students favor eating in the classroom or outdoors. I saw some of my classmates had boxed lunches. After we finish eating, Misha picks up where we left off earlier. Oh yeah, by the way, on Geek.com they have amazing bentos.
Good to know.
They even have the 3-layered metal ones.
Good to know.
Okay, sorry, I went off on my trip there.
I've already told you about this before. Anyway, so, He-chan, you wanted to know about clubs and stuff, right? Right?
You're clicking now, motherfucker.
Hand signs. Right, C-chan. She-chan.
Shit-chan. She's part of the Razor company, y'all.
She-chan. I guess it makes sense to ask first.
Exchanging little nods of confirmation, they turn to me again, and Misha straightens her posture as if about to deliver a speech.
He-chan, do you have anything that you're really interested in?
Does pink and blue-haired girls count? I used to play soccer, but I'm not really into it. I don't follow the teams and players or anything like that. As of late, I usually just read a lot.
There is a book club, right, She-chan? Right, but it seems to have a lot of members. It seems to have all the members that they can have right now. Sorry, He-chan. It's a really popular club. I wonder why.
Probably because most of them can't do anything else.
Hand signs. We're horrible people. Ah, okay. But more to the point, He-chan. Does this mean you don't have anything in mind already?
Get me out of here! Not really.
Hand signs.
There, you didn't get the double voice that time.
Good, great, that's great. He-chan, really great.
Oh my god!
You're turning her into a crappy villain from Sonic the Hedgehog.
Whoa! What the? Okay. Why is it so great? They're great!
Okay, Tony the Tiger.
I haven't had Frosted Flakes in years!
No reason. Well, Ichan, other than clubs and upcoming festivals, there's one other thing. Student Council!
Oh, hell. I see. I didn't know the school had a student council. That was a very melodramatic setup, though, just to tell me that. I'm pretty sure the two of them know this, because Shizune looks a little embarrassed about it, and Misha is laughing.
As always.
Shizune quickly retakes control of the discussion, in a manner of speaking. After all, it's still Misha who has... Ow! Ow! I think I found a tick, or not a tick, a tack, y'all. Oh, great, my hic just came out again. Shizune quickly retakes control of the discussion, in a manner of speaking. After all, it's still Misha who has to voice whatever she says.
And signs.
And signs.
Right. Ichan. Maybe you should join the student council. They could use some more people. Yes, definitely you should join.
My yo-yo was wrapped backwards. It just attacked me. Why?
Well, for one, we could hang out every day, He-chan. She-chan and I are both in the student council. Actually, She-chan is president.
Surprise, surprise. I'm starting to get the suspicion that Shizune and Misha might not exactly be the most unbiased people to talk about this with. As if reading my mind, Shizune quickly adjusts her glasses and signs something to Misha. Hand signs.
Of course, we're not trying to get you to join just because we'd obviously benefit from you joining and therefore have an incentive and try to get you to.
So you're admitting that?
Hand signs. No, we're not admitting that. I mean, Ichan, of course it would be nice if you joined, and we'd appreciate it. But even without all of that, joining the student council shows a healthy interest in working in the school. Yep, it's true, He-chan. Besides, don't you want to spend time with us after school, He-chan?
Oh yes, very much so. I can't tell if she's being genuine or if this is just really good acting. Both of them seem to be trying hard to look their cutest, although they're already pretty cute to begin with. Well... hand signs.
So it's settled then. Welcome to the student council, He-chan.
We just got roped into some crap.
Hold on, there's still more.
What? No! No!
Aw, see, She-chan? Of course that wouldn't go so easily.
Hand signs. Why does She-chan gotta be so cute?
Because she's a love interest.
Fair
Yep.
enough.
That's right, though. It would be boring if it went that smoothly. Oh well, She-chan owes me candy now.
What? What?
She owes me candy now.
You were betting on it? Hey, my life is not a game here. Shizune seems very intrigued by this when Misha signs it to her. The aggressive glint returns to her eyes. And signs.
That's interesting, He-chan. Let's play a game.
Oh
God, play a game.
She just went total
Saw.
No, not what's the
Jigsaw.
Jigsaw! Jigsaw. You think I'd remember that being a carpenter and all. That's not what I said!
How about Rich Man, Poor Man, He-chan? If you lose, you can join the student council.
No, absolutely not!
Aw, why not?
Well, because you two both have the same incentive and therefore the same goal, which is to get me to join the student council, right? Hand signs. Yep. Yeah, that isn't my goal, but this means that it's both of you who can team up, and I'll be at clear disadvantage, so I will have to decline. Hand signs.
He-chan, I'm very offended. Are you saying that you don't trust us? And that we would pull something so disingenuous? That makes me sad.
I think you're just supposed to say that very, very over, like, dramatically. Sorry. Female. It's hard to tell where Shizune's influence ends and Misha's thought begin. Hand signs.
In order to atone for hurting a girl's feeling, you should definitely join the student council.
No! I do like
How
the
about
game
a game of paper football instead of rich man poor man?
Paper football?
Yeah, it's a game they play in America. You have a little paper triangle and then you try to shoot it past the goalpost that the other player makes with their fingers.
You know, I was about to ask how they knew about paper football. Then they address us. That makes sense.
Isn't it cool? It's the ultimate form of competition between two people, He-chan.
Hand signs.
And also, it's played by elementary and middle school children. She-chan. That means it's a game really separate the boys from the men.
What? Then why? Oh my. More like the boys from the slightly older boys. Anyway, I'm not trying to play that either. Just the fact that you know about it means you're probably surprisingly good at it.
Yeah, that's true. How did you know, He-chan?
Shizune frowns at Misha, telling me that she probably wasn't supposed to admit that so readily. I wouldn't say that I'm happy with their attempts to get me into the student council, but I'm a little bit curious about what the school council does here.
Scoodle Council?
Skidoodle Bop?
I never heard of the Scoodle.
Skidoodle Bop! It's the off-brand strudel.
God damn it.
Either that or it's the off-brand Kung Fu Panda instead of Skidoosh, it's Skidoodle.
There'd be a copyright for that one.
Skidoodly-doo! Skidoodle! I've never been on one before, or even had known anybody who was a member, so it interests me. I also kind of like Shizune and Misha, so maybe it wouldn't be so bad.
It would totally be bad, don't do it. I was part of the student council once.
So was I. I actually had fun. I almost got a really hot cheerleader girl to go out with me, but she was on Scoodle
She was on the Scoodle Council while you were on the student council, so it didn't really mesh very well. There was always a clash.
Okay, what? She was on the student council. I actually was the only one who hung out with her the entire time we were at any event. And also, for the love of God, I can say arrhythmia, prosthenogenic. I can say all these other words, and I can't say student council.
Oh my God, he said it. Hand signs. Okay, He-chan. How about Risk? A game of world domination.
That would take too freaking long. I don't know what that is.
It's really fun, He-chan. You fight to control the world with armies and everything.
Sounds like Shizune would be great at it.
If you want to play, we can after school.
By the way, I've never played Risk. How fun is that?
It's actually fairly fun. A lot more fun against people than computers.
I feel like if we were to play Risk, we would all have to have like a Nerf gun ready, so that way if we get mad at someone else, we can just shoot them once. But then I'd be out of ammo all the time.
No, you'd be too engrossed in trying to figure out how to take Africa.
The only reason I care to take Africa is if I was playing Plague.
Oh no, Africa's actually a pretty good key point because there's only about 2 ways to get to the island, to that area. So it's really good to dominate that one and then go from there. I played a lot of Risk.
If you want to play, we can after school. I think once we leave this school day, though, we should really call it a night. Hand signs.
Hand signs. Ah, really, She-chan? We can play it just for fun, He-chan. She-chan hasn't played in a long time. So if you want to, there's no strings attached.
Well, okay.
Okay. Perfect. We'll see you after school in the student council room. Then Yi-chan.
Wait, why there?
Because that's where we keep the game.
I grimace to tell them how much I do not like this, but it's more for show than anything. So in the end I agree, but only after getting Shizune to acknowledge that I don't mean anything concrete just by accepting to take a look around and play the game with her. Lunch ends and we go back to class.
I think this is a pretty good.
This is a great stopping point. We're gonna leave you all on this cliffhanger.
It's not a cliffhanger because there's nothing dramatic going on.
There's always something dramatic going on whenever there's a female involved.
No, there's always something dramatic going on whenever you're involved in general. Anyways, on that bombshell, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. We'll see you again next week. And this is Fluffy and Light signing off.
That explains my high school life.